Hey everybody, thank you so much. It's been a while, it's been a minute. The last time we had a conversation that ran around how to money and COVID. And what we are trying to make sure we understand is how do we work around COVID? How do we save around COVID? How do we keep on moving towards COVID? Because someone made mention that it is no longer a pandemic, it's an endemic. So it's here to stay. So at the end of it all, we need to like understand how we are going to live with this thing that we've never encountered. And so with me
Yeah.
is her name is Shiko. Shiko,
Yes.
I see that we have done something together, but I don't think I was there. You were Miss
Yeah.
Birmingham 20.
17.
Wow,
2017,
2017.
2018. Yes. You are
I
Mr.
was
Birmingham?
Mr. Photogenic.
Yeah.
I was Photogenic 20 what? 2015, 2016 probably.
Oh, okay. You didn't come around for the Mr. and Miss 2017.
I don't even remember, but that is a topic for another day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
so
it's actually
people,
quite
I
a
hope you're
topic.
wearing your yeah. So people, I hope you're wearing your masks, not doing this, but this.
Yeah.
Mhm. Remember, this
Yeah.
is an exposed area, so most of the time people are
Mm.
talking, they're coughing and all that. You're collecting germs here. So when you put your mask here, you become you might get infected.
Yeah.
And also make sure that we sanitize. Sanitizer muhimu. Corona bado ijaenda.
I actually walk with mine in my handbag like a very huge bottle.
But
But
you know
it's
you're a
huge.
chick, so you're a chick, so it's easy for you to carry that big one. As for us, they need to be pocket friendly.
That's true. If I could find another one, but they'll take it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, people, you're an entrepreneur
Oh,
in
yes.
your
Yes,
own
I
way.
am. Yeah.
What do you deal with?
Uh, so what I've been doing since the end of 2018, I have been supplying items like shoes to supermarkets like Naivas. I do Transmart and I do Walmart.
Wow.
So yes, we usually supply casual sandals, not official shoes, just the casual ones. Maybe sometimes we do shower sandals, but mostly it's just indoor shoes.
Yes, you're
So
good, you're not ng'aring. Mi ningekuwa nimesema sawa sandus.
no, 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 no. Usifanye nianze kung'oa. No. Don't jinx it. After all, I'm Kikuyu,
Uh-huh.
Don't jinx
Uh-huh.
it.
So you were saying you do shower sandals and
uh, let's call them casual sandals. We do both men, women, unisex, and kids.
oh,
Yeah.
you should send me something so that I can wear when I'm on this channel. I will we will review that. We will review that. So what when you were starting out,
Yeah.
young, vibrant, wanting to make it. This is a girl who wants to make it in the
Oh,
city. Huh? You
yes.
want to omoka.
Tell them.
Uh-huh. But
Uh-huh.
what were your challenges?
Well, okay, so I graduated in 2018 in December, and that was around the time that I was starting the company. So I started supplying in December at the same time I was working. So I think the toughest thing for me was finding the balance and finding how to bring this whole new thing, because I figured there was a gap in the market for the casual sandals, because most people just do butter, pata pata. They're called
Yeah,
patty
yeah.
patties, pata patas. Yeah, those
Pata
ones.
pata by bata.
Yes, those ones. Those ones. So I figured, wait, there's actually a market here, because why should we always do those kawaida shoes in the house? You can actually do better comfy shoes, yeah. And it was also around the time that Crocs were gaining, like Crocs are the
Yeah.
thing, you know. So I was like, wait, there's actually a chance here. And I went to Naivas, I checked out what they have in display, and they were not as exciting. So I was like, I can tap into this market, and that's when I started. So I think for me the hardest thing was just finding the balance between work and running a company.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you are work and running a company. That means employment and entrepreneurship.
Self-employment. Yes.
Well,
Yes, yes.
so
It was quite hard.
so there's the registration process. Like for me, I tell people for Warren International,
Yeah.
that baby was born long time ago in 2013. The name
Yeah.
was Darren then, and then later on I grew up, I realized I was naming it the wrong way, so I did
Oh, okay.
Warren International. And
Yeah.
I remember I ran the business without Nini. I didn't do the business, I was just
Okay.
putting the brand out there, building
Yeah.
building an identity. Then in
Okay.
2017, 2018,
Yeah.
I came to register it, and well, it
Uh,
came to full execution last year.
yeah.
But what was your journey for you to register the business? What was your journey? Because for me, I remember it was the finances. What, registering a company is
I
not well.
know. I know it's
And then
not actually.
people, someone, you will call someone, they'll tell you you'll need 25,000 for the whole process. Someone will give you a quotation of 15, but they haven't put in GKRA and what. And then, so what
Yeah.
was your journey? Take us through your journey.
I feel like mine was kidogo different because when I was registering it, I was still in campus. So for me,
Oh,
it was first of all, it was all through eCitizen, so it wasn't that hard because they
yeah,
make it very easy. All you need to do is fill documents, sign them, pay. Fill documents, sign them, and pay.
yeah,
I didn't necessarily need an in-between person to go between me and the government because a citizen had everything covered. Especially now, by the way, they have made it very easy to register a company.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's not
Kudos to
those
them.
days.
Yeah.
Yes, they've actually come a long way. It's not those days when we used to actually, I hear these are stories, you know, like how we hear our parents telling us, oh, alikuwa anaenda shule bila viatu, you know, the stories.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exaggeration. Me, because
it's
I'm
not.
waiting for my kids so that I can explain to them how I got through COVID. Do you know? Mimi
I
COVID
know.
haikuniua, we utaniua.
That's a
Uh-huh.
good one. That's, I think I'll borrow that one.
Please, that one
uh,
we are using them. Uh-huh.
that one is good, yeah. So yeah, because you know those stories as I'm usually told, they used to go to the registrar and CG feel what, and then they're called back. It just sounded like so much work, like a lot of work. It's so easy to quit, by the way, when it sounded that
Yes.
hard. It's so easy to just start and be like, by the way, do I really need this? You know. But now it's very easy. So at Amimi, when I was doing it, I found it quite easy. The hard part, as you said, was getting the finances. Because sasa, depending on what you want, do you want a partnership, a sole proprietary job, a company, ama do you want an LTD? You know, that's what matters in terms of price. So one of the ways I managed to pay for it is through savings and through my partners. Actually, I have partnered up with two people who are both family, by the way. So it was quite easy for me, if I may say.
Oh my goodness, I
Sorry, sorry,
lost you. And the way you were giving us a good story.
sorry. The internet did its thing.
Huh?
And it's still weak. What day is today?
Uh-huh. Yeah, ni kama Kenya Power. Whoa.
I'm so sorry about that.
Stay. Yeah, so you were saying
Where did we leave it off?
we left it at where our parents tell us the way they used to go and do things.
Sorry. So yeah, like I was saying, that made it so hard for some people. Actually, people stopped registering companies who are, those people who are thinking it's a fast thing and get over with it. It needed patience back then. Now I think the hardest thing about is getting the money to pay for it, because depending on what you're paying for, like I said, either it's an LTD or a partnership, the cost is different. So I think one of the ways I paid for mine was through savings and through my partners. I have partnered up with two
Mhm.
people who are both family. So for me, it was quite easy to get the finances, if I may say.
So you have started your company.
Yeah,
Where did you get your, like, yes, this is family, but also your financial aspect must be felt. Where
yeah.
did you come from with this money? Because you needed the money.
Yes. So for starters, because being the director, I needed to like show that I'm trying. You can't just be there and
Yeah.
everyone else at your
Or else
partners
you
are the
don't
ones
do
who are
that at
giving money
all.
and you're just there.
Yeah.
So like I said, one of the things was savings. Yeah, that was like for me the major thing, savings.
Oh.
Because
How
like I
did
said, I
you
was still in
save?
campus. How
Uh,
did I save? Here's something that I didn't know before. I didn't know about
mhm.
the power of interest gains. Like when you save with investments. Yeah, that I didn't know.
Yeah.
So what I used to do was banking. I didn't I still don't have a circle. I haven't joined a circle. I have
Don't
I
worry, we
have
are
never
waiting. Hata mimi siko. Siyuko
tunatunua
sako, don't
tuko
worry.
wengi.
No pressure, no
Thanks,
pressure.
yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, so
mm.
what I wish I knew was that I could save my money with a company like Britam. I wish I knew that
Yeah,
earlier. I didn't know
yeah.
that. So what ni kuweka pesa tu chini ya mattress. Anyway, I used to do like banking. I used to do KCB savings only. That's the only thing I used to do. So
Ah.
I missed out. Yeah. Hmm.
So for me, let's say my saving has never been an issue because I've grown around a woman, my mother, a
Yeah.
woman who used to let us understand money, like money for
Okay.
her. We knew that she was earning this amount of money. We knew that she
Yeah.
had to save this amount of money. We knew she had to
Okay.
pay for insurance. She had to pay for SACCO deposits and all
Yeah.
that. Even though for me, I even though nasema saisi yuko SACCO, I used to be in
Yeah.
a SACCO. I
Okay.
only like
Why did you quit?
moved out. I quit when it hit 2017. I keep on telling
Yeah.
that story. That's when I hit
Yeah.
rock bottom. I
What
lost
happened?
everything. Business was down.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford. And then it got to a point I was like, by there I have money stored up places. So I started
Yeah.
withdrawing. And then at that time I was also
Uh,
going through depression. So
I'm
I needed
sorry.
money to survive. I needed
Yeah.
money to get through every single day activity.
Okay.
So by the time I
Yeah.
was withdrawing, I found out, yeah, by then it got blank. Then it got to a point I was like, yo, I
Yeah.
cannot be staying in this house. I keep
Yeah.
on enriching the owner of the property. So let me
Yeah.
like move back home. And then I had to
Yeah.
move back home. And then
Yeah.
last year, and then like again last year, me
Okay.
understanding savings and all that, because for me savings is I buy into bonds. I
Yeah.
buy into I as long as I give out my money and it will come
Hmm.
back, and not only come back, it will bring me more money with
Yes.
it. I am good.
Yes.
Sign me
You're
up
down
for
for
that
that.
thing.
I know.
Sign me, because I understand, when
Yeah.
you invest, like let's say you invest 10 Gs and
Okay.
then in 10% yake ni 1000. You will
Yeah.
learn how to live with that 1,000
Yeah.
to go through life, because
That's
this
true.
is money that, however much I haven't put it in business, it is
Yeah.
making some financial sense for me. As in siyuko broke
I
24/7.
get
Kuna ile
it.
siku ninaomoka na kuchomolea punch yenyewe, hata kama nakuwa nimesota leo ni
There's this
kuzuri.
one time.
So for me,
Yeah.
so for me, I understand. I have always understood, and I have a problem with giving the bank my money
Yeah.
24/7,
Mm.
because that's what we usually do as young people. We give the bank
Yeah.
our money, they
Yes.
work with it, and then the
Yes.
interest we get. But now
Uh,
this interest is not even enough for you to withdraw your own money from the same bank you give your money.
I know.
The
I know.
percentage
Yes.
doesn't make sense. So
Yeah.
for
I
me,
get
that
it.
has been my journey. So how have
Yeah.
you made sure that you're investing and it's bringing in more money and
Yeah.
it's not expensive for you? It's like si ati ni kitu inakukula kichwa.
Yes, okay, yeah. Like I said, I am glad I found out about this investment thing. Better
Uh,
late than never.
yeah,
At least I
yeah,
found
yeah.
it, I'm so grateful I did because, like I always say, my first investment, my first one, I was very
Yeah.
disappointed. Mimi, I thought I give
Wow.
these people money and my money comes back a lot. That's what I always thought. So my first investment, I give my money, and then nikirudi, when
Huh.
the monthly statement comes, the first month I'm seeing it has gained only 89 shillings. I'm like,
What?
What do you mean? What do you mean I only got 89 shillings? I gave you guys the money. What are you doing? Go make me more
Yeah,
money."
yeah.
I was young. I was young.
But we
But
thank God because you learned.
yes, yes, that's the whole point of life,
Yeah,
learning and growing.
yeah, yeah.
So I learned that it's a process because otherwise everyone would be rich. It's a
Whoa.
process where you give your money continually and it grows. The fact that it's not just there, it's not just
Yeah,
not growing, as long
yeah.
as it's gaining a coin every day, that's
You're
worth
good.
it. Yes,
Yeah.
that's worth it because the whole point is to get money to work for you. So if it's putting your money somewhere and this money is gaining more money every day,
Do
do
it.
it. Yeah,
Do
I
it.
love from your salary every month, you can always afford to save some money. Instead of saving it somewhere where it's not growing, save your money somewhere it's growing. Yeah. And that's encouragement enough for me to keep doing it.
So you just
Yeah.
talked about something that most of us
Yeah.
understand: salary.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
Salary is somehow a god and a devil all together,
That's true.
because you can get addicted to a paycheck every month
Yes.
that you throw away your dreams. And then
Yes.
there's also you as an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
salary. How do you juggle the term salary in your life? Because at the end of the day, as an
Yeah.
entrepreneur, you must pay yourself.
Yes.
So that's
You
your
have to.
salary. How do you
Yeah.
how do you work with that so that you don't put your hands in the
In the
kale
cookie jar.
kanini ka biashara?
I know.
Wacha
I
tutarudisha
know.
kesho.
Which is quite easy, by the way, to do. When you think about it, it's so easy to just, reach out and grab some. But for me, Kwanza, no, that one is quite impossible for me to do. We made sure of it. Like when you were signing up for the banking, like I said, I work with partners. So for us to withdraw money, first of all, it's any two to sign. So you
Yeah,
cannot withdraw alone. So that makes it
huwezi
very
tu.
safe for the business. Yeah, I love that about it. It's very safe. So every time before someone withdraws any money, it's discussed. Yeah. But also this other issue of paying myself, which was also it's quite a hard topic.
Yeah.
To value yourself at a certain level and be like, I expect this every month. Let's talk about that. It's not easy, it's not, but it's something necessary. It's very necessary, because you actually need the money to look the part, because actually the
Yeah.
way you dress says a lot about you.
Yeah.
And that also took me some time to learn. But the way you present yourself, and we thought that money that you get from the business, that no, it's termed as salary, it's
Yeah.
hard to get there. It's hard to dress the part. So when you realize that you need to pay yourself, and you discuss it, and you agree this is the amount you'll be getting every month, it makes it
Yeah.
easier. It
Yeah.
makes it very easy because it's easy to stick with it. It's easy to budget for it. And above all, this is not just a paycheck that you're getting from unemployment. This is self-employment. So you're
Yeah.
working on something that is yours. Yeah, you can't even steal from it. You cannot watch your baby cry.
By the way,
You
you're actually
cannot
even
just
stealing
hurt
from
it.
yourself.
Yes, it's also exactly. So you can't even ati this month useme acha nijipeka mshahara kajuju. You can't do that because you know your business needs that money. It does. It needs it. So so you just uh, pick a number that you think is fair and your business can afford. So
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
hurt your business trying to satisfy your personal needs, because at the end of the day, it's your business that needs to grow. It needs to outlive you. So that's the foundation I work on. So for now, it's just picking a number, sticking to that number until the business grows, and then you can be okay. We can revise this amount again and maybe take it
Yeah.
higher. Like during
Yeah.
COVID, actually, we took our salaries down. I took mine down. I took our employees' salary down because the business was hurt kidogo. And
Yeah.
then now when it's picking back up again, now we are going back to normal. So it's
Since
just
you,
a
you're
game of
lucky your
numbers.
business was hit kidogo.
Yeah, I thank God for that one. By the way, we were quite lucky. Uh,
Yeah,
that
thank
one,
God for
yeah.
that because for me,
Yeah,
Warren International, we like even for me as a personal brand as Francis Wairimu,
yeah.
uh, I do events, I do MC, I do fashion and all that, and all these
Okay.
require people to gather.
People, that's true.
So the
Yeah.
minute the minister was like public gatherings
Ataka
have been
nyumbani.
cancelled, I was like, yo,
You're
yo.
depending on that. I get it.
This is yeah. So I had to revise everything about me. I had to
Yeah.
revise, and if I'm going for fun, how
Yeah.
long, how much can I nini? But I also think
Yeah.
having a foundation, a background
Yes.
on you spending your money helped me
Yes. I get
because,
that.
like a young person, when you're going out
Yeah.
raving,
Mm.
for me, why do I have to spend up until nini 6 asubuhi ati nachomoka hivi kama jua inawaka na niliingia giza ikiingia, like it has never made sense. It has never
Okay.
made sense for me. It's like let's do 12 to 3. By that
Yeah.
time probably I've done like 3K, 5K, and
Yeah.
I'm good. I didn't hurt
Yes.
myself. So I
Yeah.
think also that journey of being careful with how you spend your money helps you to
Yeah.
go through the difficult part when the business is
Yeah.
taking a hit. Because I
That's true.
remember yeah, like I used to have like two permanent employees. So me,
Yeah.
I'm just there and I'm like, okay, how do I tell them nini, I cannot
Yeah, I
afford their
get it.
salary?
Yeah.
How
Yes.
do I? But it gets to a point where now you understand, by the way, I am not doing it
Mm.
in business. It's not an emotion,
It's
it's
not, but
facts.
it's
These are
not.
the
Yes.
books.
That's
These
true.
are the books. If they are
Yeah.
saying zero, we cannot
We
afford it. If
can't
they are
do
saying
anything
50,
about
we
it.
cannot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
thank you for sharing that you had to go down, accept a pay cut, and
Yes.
also work with that. So
Mm.
the other thing I'd like for you to explain to us is
Yeah.
yes, there's the pay cut, there's the social distancing and all that.
Mm. Yeah.
How did it affect your relationship with the farms that you're working with?
Uh, like I said, we work with mostly supermarkets. So for them, how the relationship was hard. Because, okay, when it happened, the first thing they did, like the moment Corona got to Kenya, they called the
Yeah.
suppliers. They called us and they're like, do you guys still have stock? That was like the first issue because
Uh-huh.
shipment won't be coming. do we
Yeah.
have enough stock for people?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that was like the first thing, but luckily it happened in March. We had a shipment coming in Feb, so we still had stock. So you're like, yeah. So
Mm.
first thing, you had to assure them that you can still sustain the supplies. So
Yeah.
once we assured them that we still can, then the relationship was not strained. So it came down sasa to people shopping. Yeah, when it
So,
came sasa
and
to,
what about handling? What about handling your products
yeah,
and making sure that they understood that it's corona free? Huh? It's corona free, as in you are taking the measures to make sure that by the time you're bringing us this thing to sell to people, that you
yeah.
people are taking the precautions.
Okay, in our line of business, we don't interact a lot with the public. It's mostly us. We come to our office, to our stores, we pack the shoes, and we hand deliver them at neighbors' headquarters. So first of all, there's a reduction of watu wangapi
Contact.
wameguzaguza these things. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
like, it's super reduced. Yeah. Alafu sasa, because we really didn't understand corona at that time, the minute these goods got to Kenya, we were like, koshoa zina corona. Are we allowed to touch them?
Sasa
We
hiyo
had
mama
that
nani amesema
kapia.
venye corona inamaliza mwaka kwa nini kwa
Exactly.
raba,
Yes,
they don't
and
have the
to do
information.
plastic. I lack of knowledge is bad.
Uh, that's why I love the Bible where it says, "My people
Yeah,
perish for the lack of
for
wisdom."
the
By
lack
the way,
of
it's
wisdom.
true.
Yeah,
It's
it's
true. You
true.
don't know something, you just there, you surviving, so you will make things on your
And you
own.
believe everything, by the you believe
Everything,
everything
yeah,
thrown at you.
yeah,
Yeah, because you're also scared. Because the lack of knowledge makes you scared. You're always
very,
constantly in fear, like what is the truth,
yeah,
what is not the truth. So
yeah.
sasa for us, the issue was easy vitu ziko na corona. But then following up with our shipping company, they were like, oh, they were sprayed when they got to Mombasa port. I think you've disappeared. Stima zimepotea. And let me check on him.
I don't know what just happened. Okay, I don't know what just happened. I hope Shiko will be with us. We just went off like poof, and the way she was telling us some good things. Huh? So, Shiko. Shiko, hello. What
Yes,
just happened?
you disappeared.
What just happened? Hata mi nimejikuta tu vuv, and I was like,
Safaricom.
whoa, what's happening?
It happens. That's how life happens. One day you'll
Anyhow,
find the.
moving on regardless.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So saying our shipping company assured us that the goods had been sprayed when they got into the country. They'd been
Uh-huh.
sanitized. So yeah, as long as we just didn't let it touch other people's like around, we were fine. So
So,
for
moving to your now back again to finances, you've
yeah,
explained to us that your clients understood there's less contacts when it comes
yeah,
to handling your products, and it wasn't an issue. So,
yeah,
what about now you're doing business? There's the financial aspect. We've talked about saving. So, how
yeah.
do you handle your finances when it comes to your business? Like, what is your finance supposed to do for your business? You're
Uh,
getting this money, you're
yes.
getting this money continuously, but however
Mm,
much you're paying yourself a salary, there's also
yeah.
this profit seeking somewhere.
Yes, that's
How
true.
is it supposed to continue, meaning the company? How do you handle that?
Well, for a while now, though, we have been using most of our profits to buy more stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
like
cool.
giving it back into the company. That's what we've been mostly been doing. We've actually not even started sharing dividends
Wow.
because we are still, lack of capital is bad. It's bad for a business not to have
Very,
capital,
yeah.
especially because I still consider my company a startup company. But don't Jafika, we're not a big company. We are SMEs. So we cannot afford not to have capital.
Yeah.
So mostly what we do is just uh, put it back in the business, get more things, just keep buying more shoes. But recently, we started saving every
Wow.
10%, 10% of our salary, of our income, of our
Income.
profit. Yes,
Yeah.
we save 10%, somewhere where it's gaining interest. Interest is
Yeah.
important. Yeah,
Interest,
so
interest. Hii maneno ya kupea watu pesa yetu,
interest,
tunaenda ku
it's
withdraw, then tuna withdraw
no
na pesa yetu. No, no, it's 2020.
interest
No.
muhimu. Yes, ni
And
muhimu.
then now, Asiji, if you're also thinking this way, so
Yeah.
right now you transferring or withdrawing your money, it's free, a
Yes.
thousand bob to some certain amount of money. Now that there's COVID,
Yes.
but still the banks are operating normally. They haven't. Kama ni kudownsize hapo tu, I think it's just making us to see that there is Rona, the seriousness
They're
of it
trying.
all.
Yeah. Yeah.
But how do you view, like, why are we being charged a lot in withdrawing nini our money?
I think I should ask you, what bank do you bank with?
No, 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 no.
Well,
I
what
don't think
bank
it's
is
a
this?
bank. I don't think it's my bank only because I've had for my bank it's pretty. I have two bank accounts,
Yeah.
and I won't say which one and which one and which one, but I haven't had a problem of sijui ati nini, but I hear my friends complaining, Kai, me, I went to withdraw this amount, I was charged this amount, and I'm like, maybe it's the type of the account.
Maybe. Probably.
And then
Cause yeah.
and then there's also the aspect of how much are you withdrawing?
Yes. Yes.
Because I think instead of me withdrawing today 1,000, tomorrow 1,000, the next day, I should withdraw like 7 Gs, knowing that this will cover my
It,
week. So it
that's true.
brings down the nini. So it
The
brings down the
transaction cost.
transaction cost.
That's
But
true. Yeah.
still, why are we being charged? Because I'm checking at the reality of these statements, and it still doesn't make sense. I think we're still being charged a lot.
Okay. Okay. Personally, we are not charged. Like my personal account, it's free to
Huh?
withdraw and it's free to deposit through their pay bill.
Wow.
That's for the personal account. For the business account,
Okay,
however,
I think they're worth a shout out. I think they are
they
worth
are
a shout
Cynthia,
out.
right? Yes, yes.
Who
A
are these?
personal, I personally bank with KCB. And KCB, when you deposit money from M-Pesa to KCB, for instance,
Oh,
they have a pay bill. The pay bill is free. When I'm
oh, it's because of
withdrawing
the
from,
partnership between M-Pesa and KCB.
I'm thinking that's probably why. Also, it's recently started. Theater, the partnership didn't start Kitambo though, right?
I think it started Kitambo because there's always been an option of KCB something on M-Pesa.
Yeah, they have the KCB thing though. But then before Corona, they used to charge us. After Corona, when
Woo!
Corona happened, it used to be like 63 though. Like whatever amount you withdraw, it's 63 shillings. Whatever
That is a
amount.
lot of money. Check.
It is a lot. It is a lot.
That is
But
a lot of money.
but when
Huh.
Corona happened and they did away with all the charges, I changed my mind about movie. Because right now, this is
Mimi,
the time I
uh,
need every coin. This is the time I need
yeah,
every coin. And if I'm depositing and withdrawing without spending any money, the better for me. And also because of
yeah,
this whole no money thing, I actually
yeah.
never have money on me ever. I'm always on M-Pesa. So you see, for me, things got
You
cheaper
just
now.
reminded just reminded me of the other day niliingia March, and then I
Yeah,
remembered I don't have cash.
yeah.
And this is because I am used to cashless. life. Like, I believe when the money is digital,
Yeah.
for me it is, I use it sparingly. Because
Yeah.
these
Mhm.
messages remind you the balance is this one, the transaction is this. So you are seeing the numbers
Yes,
reducing
you're
and you're
seeing.
like, yo,
I
we are about to
know.
go
We need to
broke.
cut out.
Mm. But when you have the money in your pocket, unafikaga home ndio
Yeah.
unajiuliza, by the way, do
Sawa
imeenda
ilienda. That's
niliona
true.
and then you don't have anything to show for that money. Like, rarely do we have anything to show for this
That's
impromptu
true.
purchases.
That is
So
very true. Yeah.
for me, my bank charges 42 shillings
Yes.
for any
Okay.
transaction, standard
Yeah.
any transaction. It is
Any amount.
cashless. I
Yeah.
It is cashless. Rarely, I don't have to
Mm.
go to the bank. The only time I went to the bank, to
Yeah.
it's me going to pick the ATM and submit my fingerprints. But even the
Yes.
registration of the account, I did it
Yeah.
online. So, guys, if you
Okay.
have the time, go and check CBA Loop. It's a way of unbanking
Oh, loop
yourself.
is
It's kind of a
good.
way for, yeah, it's a way of Nini. And
Yeah.
then they have this tendency of calling us for
Yeah.
us to understand the different range of Nini packages they have. I
Yeah.
also, in my account,
Uh
in my
huh.
digital account, the Nini, there
Yeah.
is a place where you have a pie chart and they
Yeah.
show
Yeah.
you this month you
Your
used
expenditure.
50% on this time
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
used 20% on restaurants food. By
Yeah.
the time you're looking at that
Yes.
pie chart, the headache you realize where I need to realign myself. So
Yes.
people can also do that. Also, KCB, if you're talking about the charges, if they're good, well and
Yeah.
good. So
Mm. Wait, and Loop
KRA,
actually has, I mean, it Loop has the option of investing, right? Have you tried that?
yes,
How good
yes,
is
they
that?
can
What's the
invest.
return percent?
So, it depends with where you're investing your money. At the end of the day, they will
Yeah.
tell you we have this, this, and this.
Okay.
So this has this return, this has this
Yeah.
return, this has this return. So
Okay.
you choose your risk. You choose your risk.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
also being a member of what we call it Saiton.
Yeah.
Me also being a member of Saiton, I've also understood the different ways of investing, what I
Yeah.
should invest to, or invest in, what are the laws behind that investment. If it's a
Okay.
high risk, what does that mean for me? If it's a low risk, what does that mean for me? So that is what literally they do. So there's the
Okay.
investment, but that is
Yeah.
literally what they do for you. Yeah.
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 Oh, okay. Okay.
So KRA. Huh? KRA. Huh? How do you deal with KRA?
Hey, kid, it's quite something though. What?
Hi,
Hey, maneno ya ITR.
hi, hi, KRA.
Let me first say by the way that I actually don't handle much of the KRA stuff. We have an accountant, so mostly he takes care of that. So I can't go into details of it, like what actually happens where. I
Yeah.
actually never did business in school, but now I'm doing my master's in business because
Wow.
I feel like no, I postponed. Don't clap yet. I
No, no, no,
postponed.
no. I'm clapping because it's a journey. You just registering for a class and going through with it is what?
It's quite
Hata unafaa
something,
upewe
yeah.
certificate hata kama uja complete. Wakupee tu
Just
cert.
ya kujoin.
Uliapply.
It means a lot
Hiyo
by
do
the because
sijui nini is a lot.
yes, registration is quite hey, but they register hadi unafika point uko wow, we classes be this hard.
Yeah.
But
Do I really
anyway,
need
yeah.
this?
Yeah, you can always Google.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I never did business at any one point in my life. But so I decided because I've always been interested in business by the way, like ever. So I decided after Sasa because I'm done with campus and I did computer technology in campus, I decided why not do something a master's in business, something totally different and it will teach me a lot. Because I actually want to run I
A
wanna say run a
successful
business.
business.
Yes.
Wacha
Yes.
nikusaidie. I know what you are about to do
I
there.
tried saving it. You save it. So to run a business, you need to learn the business, the different aspects of it. And for me, the hardest part of what I've had to learn so far is this whole accounting stuff, the book
Oh,
stuff, the
yeah.
balancing of
Mm,
things. That's the hardest
mm.
part for me. But thank God I have a partner who really knows that stuff. So he comes through.
So
Um,
partner business ama.
oh, I see you. I see you. Yeah, you caught me off guard there. Yeah.
Yeah, again, we have to give hopes to our audience. Probably they want to run in the DMs.
Hey, that was smooth though. So I have to accept.
Uh-huh.
So in this case, my business partner
Yeah.
is the one who mostly handles the accounting stuff because he's
Oh,
done it
yeah.
in school, so he caters for it nicely. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so
Mm.
it's good that you're involving professionals to help you where you need to, Nini.
Yeah, because
But I
I
also
can't stand.
believe.
Sorry. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
No, I was saying I cannot just wing it. You cannot just wing it. I can't. That's why it's
If
important to
business, there is
involve
not that.
people who
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
yeah, you have to involve the professionals because you don't want to lose everything. Mm. You're saying?
Yeah, so I'm happy that you're involving the right people, that you're
Yeah,
involving people who understand what they are doing in the journey. But I
yeah,
also hope that you, as part of the business, understand that yes, they're filing returns, but there is this type and this type of returns, and they are
yeah,
all sorted out because where
yes.
KRA, where
Yes, yes.
naweza amka ukute message ushindwe, hii imetoka wapi na nimekuwa nikifile vitu. So,
Yes,
and I
they
also am
usually,
happy that I'm also happy that KRA have now developed this way of sending emails to businesses, to
yes,
persons, to on the different types of returns that
yes,
are supposed
need
to
to
be
be
filed by
done.
an individual, by a
Yeah,
business, a corporation.
yes,
So yeah, it's a good thing. So
that's true.
the other question I'm going to now ask you is, now we leave the business and we
Yeah,
go that and focus on you as a brand,
okay.
because I also noted that away from your business, you're
Yeah,
also a brand.
yes,
You do a
yes.
lot of traveling, you do a lot of
Yeah,
you do a lot of journaling online. What is it that you do?
I try. Well, when I was working, like I said, I graduated in 2018. I got employed 2018 December, and I had been working the whole of last year at that company. During that time, I realized it's very hard for me. It was hard for me to wake up every day and go to the office and do it every day.
Yeah,
That was tough for me. I was not
yeah.
cut out for that. So it was weighing down
Hallelujah.
on me. It was weighing down on me, and I wasn't happy a lot. Like, I used to be sincerely like, Kai, this is my life, that kind of emotions. So I decided, why not start a YouTube channel that will force me to get out of the house? Like, that little time I have, go outside
Mm,
and experience life. And I knew one
yeah,
way of following through is to start a channel so that I'm forced to go out every weekend and post something. Yeah, so that
yeah.
was kind of pressure for myself to make sure I do something every week because I needed to get out there. So I started
Mm,
my channel. My channel name is Hottie, and I have been doing it since last year, March, around March, yeah, March, April there. So I've been doing that for an year now, and it's fun. I love traveling, by the way. Like, I totally love traveling so much,
Actually,
by
when
the
I
way.
watched your videos, I was like, yeah, this chick is a vibe. Like, she's enjoying exactly what she's doing. Like, she's not forcing things. She's just, let's do this.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're
Yes, I love being out.
welcome.
I love being outside, by the way. I totally love being outside. So yeah, so I started doing that. It's fun for me. It's a way to release all this pressure. And
Yeah.
speaking of which, by the way, we are starting a tour thing. like going out with friends. Let me call it that because we haven't
Oh,
registered
oh,
it.
nice. Ah,
We haven't registered
but
it yet.
I hope since I'm hearing it, I'm probably I'm the first audience hearing it, and then with the people who will come to watch this, I hope I'll be part of the
That's true.
crew. Mm.
Of course, we'll talk about it. But
Najua
honestly,
mwanaume
but
ni
they haven't.
kujiongea.
Should I send a shout out to someone?
Oh yeah. Please do.
Before useme mwanaume ni kujiongea.
Oh.
I beg you, sen. Anyway, so yeah, we are starting this traveling thing, and we are planning for the first trip to be next month in August to
Uh-huh.
up to Safari Walk. By the I have never been to Safari Walk.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel very
I, I,
disappointed
I,
about that.
I can promise you, as long as you have the right people, it's a vibe. You'll get
It
addicted.
is. Yeah,
It
that's
is.
nice.
It is. Mimi
Okay,
kwanza baka I
okay,
even before Rona, I joined this group that we do
okay.
hiking every month. And
Yeah,
we do from the simplest mountain January,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
now we go climbing December. So
What?
by the time unafikisha December umekuwa pro. So
Okay,
my last hike was the Aberdares. Yo,
okay. Wow. Yeah,
yo. The
it's that
summit ndio hii
bad.
unaiona hapa,
But to
but
fakey.
two steps unapumzika, unalakaa, unaangaliana hivi, then tena munaendelea. Na ndio hii summit, ndio hii hapa
You can
naiona, ndio
totally
hii.
see it.
Man, but it's
Yeah,
good for your nini, because when you're going up,
yeah.
it's your energy. When you're
Mm-hmm.
coming down, you're engaging
Yeah.
your mind because you're so tired. You can't feel your
Okay.
legs. You're literally telling your legs,
Zinatembea tu
"He-
ziko tu hapo.
kanyanga hapa, kanyanga hapa." As in, but you
But
as
I
long
can
as you have the right
imagine.
group, it's a
Yeah,
vibe. It's a vibe. I promise
it
it's a
is.
vibe. It is.
Mimi, I have this thing when I go hiking, I get mad. Like I get so I'm ashamed to say that. But let me tell you, when I start a hike, like I have gone to Longonot several times, like gone up and gone round. Yeah, so I have got the first time I went was like Bete huku sitawai rudi. Huku sirudi. And then a few months later, our church is like, so we are planning a trip to Longonot. I'm like, sounds like fun. I go again and I'm like, huku sirudi. Because I'm those type of people who when they get tired, I can become
You're
fussy,
tired.
but then I can become like super fussy, and I'm like, just let's end this. By the way, do we need this?
But you don't
ah,
have to even to be ashamed. Mko wengi because hata tukipanda gari tukienda, we are
yeah,
always talking, we are having fun.
yes, that's
Tukipanda
true.
hiyo mlima tukirudi, hakuna mtu anaongelesha ile
No,
mlima.
yeah, that's true. So it's
So I
everyone, not
think
just me.
it's most people, because for me I don't get mad. Me I actually laugh at people. I think after that is when I
Oh,
become
you're
now
those
even
bad
crazy.
people. You're
Wewe
those bad
unaniita
ones.
bad kwa channel yangu? I will kick you
Utanitoa.
out. Nitakutoa, mi sitaki ujinga, nitakutoa. Anyhow, so
Yeah.
it's a good activity. I enjoy
Yeah.
it. It's fun, but as long as you're doing it with the right people, because
Yeah, true.
I'm a big believer of hanging out with the right people.
That's true.
Hey, hey, the right
Someone with your
people. You know how they're.
energy, you know.
Yeah,
I
ukimeza
get
kubabana
it.
mtu ako complain 24/7, my friend, hata hamtafika pale, hamtafika, utachoka,
That's
utajua vile umechoka.
true.
Wewe hujachoka but umechoka tu, jua
Your
wamechoka.
mind.
So, yeah, so as long as you have the right people, the energy, you're good to go.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
So
So
before I
this is a
interrupted you,
whole new
yeah, so
journey.
you're doing
Yeah.
so it's the adventure journey.
The
What
traveling.
else do you
Yes.
feature apart from traveling on your sites?
On my channel, what else do I do? I've been doing modeling a lot until Corona happened, and I just yeah, start to
And
tuko tu
modeling
kwa
for you,
nyumba.
is it the beauty or the fashion?
Not high fashion because apparently I'm not tall enough, so they say. So they say. I think
Yeah.
come on. I think I'm tall enough.
You're
Like,
distant. You're distant. Hata tunaangalia kwa kamera.
I think I'm tall enough.
You're tall enough.
So
Yeah, you're not
yeah,
tall,
just a
but you're
tall
tall
enough.
enough.
So what society? The only thing society can do is just pageantry, because it also touches on um, community service, and I'm a true believer in community service. So that I totally don't mind doing. I love doing it. I love being on the runway. It's freeing. It feels so good. It feels so
Uh,
good to be on the runway. So yeah, that's the other thing I do as a person. What else do I do? uh that's mostly what I do. Yeah, and
you
recently I
like
started
laughing a
sharing.
lot.
I do. It's just that
Yeah.
when
You
you know
know,
when you fight, let
ziseme
me tell you what
tu.
happened.
Zitafuta. Ziseme.
Let me tell you. Once you figure out that one thing that makes you special, that one thing
Yeah.
that makes you stand out, you
Yeah.
stick to it. You stick to it. And
Yeah.
for me, I totally believe it's my energy. It's what I bring into the room when, I don't wanna say when I walk in, but
Wow.
yeah, it's yeah, it's what you have that you always bring out.
So we have been seeing photos of
Yeah.
you. They are very professional.
Okay.
And first and foremost, I will big you up for that because most people don't understand when you're doing when you're a brand,
Yeah.
please stick to
Yeah.
professional things that you're going to post out there. If it's a photo, it doesn't hurt to like
Yeah.
learn how to edit it for it to look consumer friendly.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah,
Consumer
there's a
friendly.
reason why. Yeah, consumer as in, but everyone has their own audience. Huh? Your
Yeah.
audience might be this, so make sure it is friendly to those. Me, I will never look down for anyone because of the content they decide to
Yeah.
give out.
Okay.
You do just make sure that if it's video, make sure the video is good. Hata kutufanyia
Yeah.
video zingine hatukuoni, tunakutafuta ama sauti iko sijui
uh, that's
wapi,
good
twende
criticism. Yeah.
tukaichukue. So try
Yeah.
as much and put quality in it. So I looked at
Actually.
your brand. Overally, you're doing a good job, and thank you
Oh,
for
thank you.
adhering to make
Yeah.
sure that your brand stands out.
Thank you.
So what do you want to attain with your brand, you as Hotishiko? What is that? Have you even realized the financial workarounds to
Possibilities.
that? Hmm.
Yes, I understand that there's so much uh, angles I can take as a brand. I understand that. It's actually around the time that I understood that I started going professional. Because, like, I even
Yeah,
started by saying that I didn't know how much my image means whenever I get out there. I actually
yeah.
didn't know, because I don't want to admit my cousin and they'll be like, "Umevaa nini leo?" but what I mean is that what you want the world to see, you just don't think it, show it also. Show who you are as a person. So whatever
Yeah.
you do it with a full heart. Like, put all your energy into it. If you're doing
Your
photos,
turn.
put all your energy into it and bring out your personality as best as you
Preach,
can.
sister, preach.
Yeah. Tuliambiwa kuna kwenda church. Azizi chill.
Ngoja tutangu hapa lakini si tuko social distancing. Huoni hiyo line
They
ya black
think you
hapo
have
katikati?
they think you have a congregation there. So
Ah,
yeah, yeah, there's a time where they got approached by a tour company, and they were like, they'd like for me to work with them because they see that I love traveling. So it was
ah.
around that time that I started figuring, oh wait, people actually do this and they get paid to do this. So I need
Oh
to
yes, to get
to
paid to do
show,
that.
yeah, yeah, and I want to get paid to travel. I want
Oh
to
my
get paid
goodness.
to
I have
travel.
been paid. I have been paid 3 times to travel. And I
Hey,
was like,
okay,
yo, I think I want this life. I want this
that's
life.
the life we all want, to have fun and get paid doing it.
Me
That's
ordering
why we
people
are here into
around and it's
businessing.
for the gram. Ah.
That's the life. Yeah, that's how to use
Yeah.
social media, right?
Yeah.
So it was around that time that I started working on a brand, like on a serious note, like doing photo shoots, having a
Uh-huh.
schedule of postings, like I post on Mondays
Yeah.
and Wednesdays, such things.
Yeah.
So once I figured out there's a possibility, I started working towards it. Yeah, because now I know that I'm an actual brand, and if I work on myself, then I can get others to work with me. If I show them I believe in
Yeah.
who I am, it's easier to tell someone else and convince them of what you are if you believe in
Yeah.
yourself.
And they can
And
buy
it's so much.
into you.
That's true, and it's not easy if you're not sure of yourself, and it's not easy when you're not putting out the best of what you have out there. It's
Yeah.
not. At you're sending someone to your social media and your photos are all selfies. What? No, no. So I'm working on being myself as a brand, Hotishko. I'm trying to grow the brand. Yes.
So you've told us the why to why you are doing this and the brand that you are about and all that.
Yeah.
Where do you see your brand like in the next? I don't do 5 years, I do 3 years maximum. Where do you see it in like next?
3 years
Because tukianza kusema 5 years unaweza tafuta miaka kaa tatu zingine za kupumzika alafu uanze kufanya in the next 3 years.
in the next 2 years.
Uh,
Well,
so where
in
do
the
you see
next
yourself in the next 6 months to 3 years?
uh within the next that period, I need to
Uh,
have gotten professional cameras, learned how to like super do edits, like actually want to know how to seriously edit. I mostly edit my videos until recently when I had issues with my laptop. So I've been having someone else edit them for me, but I mostly do my editing. So I want to learn to do those minor things, the things that actually matter, the things that make you stand out. I want to
yeah.
seriously stand out. I want to stand out, and I want to also bring value to the community. For example, like I was saying, recently on YouTube, I started sharing my journey on financial growth, something
Uh-huh.
that I don't think our generation knows that much of, because, well, school doesn't
What?
teach us that stuff. By the way, school
It
never teaches
doesn't.
us to go invest your money here, here, and here. They don't do that. They don't tell you that. So I feel like there's so much to learn, and the thing I know, I want to give it to the community. I want to share what I know with the community. As I learn, I want to teach.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the next 3, 6, 2 years,
six
3 years,
months to 3 years.
yes, around there, I want to give value back to the community and grow as a brand. Yeah.
Well, for me, I wish you all the best in that journey. I started this journey of social media and being everywhere. First, I started with
Yeah.
blogging. That's why we
Oh,
have
okay.
Faith Council. That's why we have
Yeah.
Faith Council, and I have Francis Wairimu, the
Okay. That
the
one I
reason
know.
I started, yeah, the reason
Yeah.
I started this is to tell my story,
Yeah.
to describe if I'm describing life, I describe it
Yeah.
by by how I've lived it, by how
That's true.
I nini. So I actually have two blogs, and then I do
Yeah.
ghostwriting for one which I will not mention. That's why it's
Because you're
called
a ghost.
ghostwriting.
I know, right? You
Uh,
can be the
and then
ghost whisperer.
woo, me I'm telling you, kwanza hiyo inakuanga na views baka you are like one day I should post a photo here so that people can know it is me.
Anywhere. I know, right?
Eh?
I can imagine.
No.
I can imagine.
So it has
Yeah.
traction, and I am happy about that. When
Yeah.
it comes to, hey, I'm not big on Instagram. I'm
Yeah.
hoping that I'll grow into it.
Eventually. Yeah.
Yeah, but when it comes to Facebook content, I have branded myself as now I'm changing from the modeling scene.
Yeah.
I'm changing from the modeling scene
Yeah.
into content creation, and
Okay.
the content I want to put out there is not content that you just sit down and nini and just
Mm.
do for the sake of doing. That's why you won't
Yeah.
see me doing challenges at sijui nimeambiwa nifanye kitu fulani na mtu fulani. That one I
Yeah.
don't think I will be doing it, and if I'll be doing
Yeah.
it, probably maybe later in life. But
Okay.
the type of content I want to bring out is the content that I know The small things that I've done differently.
Okay. Yeah.
I was born into money. I will completely be honest with that. I was
Okay.
born into money, and then
Yeah.
when I after a while, it
Yeah.
all went away. It all went
Ooh.
away. So I went from extreme money to extreme no money. And I
Oh,
can promise you, it is not a sweet journey.
I
Even
can
my grandmother at
imagine.
times sits down, even my
Yeah.
grandmother at times sits down and asks, why huyu mtoto
Yeah.
wako ipatangwa na depression? Because you know
Wow.
you're from this life where you used to cry at I'm carrying hot dogs every single day. You
You
people,
want
I want
something
a
different.
change, and those were my problems. But I
Rich
went
people
to a point
problems.
where, yeah, I went to an age where there was shock, like,
Wow.
yo, it is not
Yeah.
even there. The options are not even there. You survive with
Oh,
what you're
yeah.
given. And
Okay.
then in
Yeah.
that journey of me living from now, there is nothing, growing
Yeah.
and understanding, being in
Yeah.
the ghetto, understanding everything, and being where I
Yeah.
am now, I have
Mm.
learned things.
Okay.
And I've learned things about money. There
That's
are things
true.
I've been taught, there are things I haven't
Yeah.
been taught. But all
Yes.
the same, it doesn't mean I sat down and I didn't change something about that. So my
Okay.
content is to make people understand that you
Yeah.
can live through life in your own terms
Mm.
and make it in your own journey,
Yeah.
your own
Yes.
definition of life. So that is
Yes.
exactly what I'll be doing, and that's why you're seeing I'm holding something like this. This
Mm.
actually is the last episode of Nini. I only wanted to
Yeah.
have like two episodes so that we bring
Oh.
people on board for them to understand
Yeah.
where there is money. But now, how is money made? How do I keep money? School they only
I
teach you how to
get
make
it.
money. They don't teach you how the
They
long term
actually
meaning of,
teach you how to be
yeah,
employed.
and that
They
is
teach
making
you how
money
to be
to them.
employed. Yes. Yes.
So they
Hmm.
teach you how to make a salary, but they don't teach you how
Exactly.
to be free of a salary. Like for
Yes. They
you to
don't
be in
teach you
the house,
financial freedom. Yes.
yeah. And I want us, yes, I have sijafika sijaomoka bado, sijafika, but can we
Yes.
walk together
You're on the
and
journey.
figure out how kuomoka?
Yes,
Can we
together.
omoka together?
There's
So
space
that
for
then the
everyone.
generation, yeah, and then the generation that is there, that is coming, will be
Yeah,
like they will understand the journey better, because the
that's
the the,
true.
the things that worked for your mom and dad, they cannot work for us.
It
We live
doesn't
in a
have to.
totally different environment.
Yeah,
Now we have social
different
media and it's free, but how do you make money from it?
from me. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, there is me,
Mm.
the brand. I love doing this. It's a hobby. How do I make money from
Yeah,
that? So that is
that's
what
true.
I'm advocating for. And I'm so
Yeah.
grateful for you reaching out to be featured. I hope
Yes.
people will see this because I have had fun.
I
And
have
by
had
the way,
fun
we've never
too.
met with her. We've
We've
never
never
met.
met, by the way.
We've
That's true.
never met via Zenivia today. We met WhatsApp. I need people to come on board for this and this and this. Wengine
Yes.
wakakuja wakifikiria ninawalipa, nikawambia hapana, si kuwalipa. I
It's
just
all
want you to
free.
share your experience.
Yes.
And
They're
then you
like, no.
came on board, and I am grateful for that.
Yes. Also, I'm happy
Thank
I
you so
chose to.
much.
Yes. Thank you for having me. Oh, I should also mention that my company is called Dot Smart, and soon we'll be launching our website because we figured we need more clients. We cannot just depend on the
By the
surviving
way,
ones per market. Yes, there's still a market out here. So
so
yeah.
on
Mm.
that one, since you gave me this free interview, inbox me. Inbox me.
Okay.
I'll teach you how to start free Kwanzaa, and then you
Yes.
will get to a place where now, when you're now buying a domain, you can now transfer all that. But for now, you can have something. You can actually have something
Oh. Oh, actually, yeah.
online for
Yeah.
free.
Okay. Okay. So I'll talk
Yeah,
to
make
you
sure you
about it.
inbox me on that one, and then yeah.
Yeah. When
Thank
you're
you so
talking about
much.
those
You were
shoes.
lovely. You were awesome. You
Thank you.
were
You too.
awesome.
You too.
You were awesome. Yeah, and I want shoes. The reason we have to be mingi. I
Yeah,
want
we will
shoes.
talk. We'll talk about them. Yeah, they actually, yes, we have them in
Sawa
your size
sawa.
and less. unless kuna mguu kubwa sana.
Unajua je size
And
yangu
you need
wewe?
them. I'm just saying, I said unless coming. Yeah,
So thank you
we'll
so
talk
much.
about
I
it.
hope we work together. I hope we work together
Yes.
again on this journey of
Yeah.
self-realization. My viewers, make sure to comment, like, subscribe. This was Hottie Shiko.
Yes.
Please go to her Nini, go to her YouTube
Oh
Nini
yeah,
and
that's my
subscribe. Even
channel.
though amenishinda, akona wase want something.
Ati wangapi?
Akona
See,
wase
how many
want
do I
something,
have?
want subscribers. You have
I
more
think
than
I
a
think that's
hundred.
what I don't think that's my channel.
You sure you have more than 100 subscribers? Me, I'm
Yes, I
still
have more
floating.
than
Hata sijui
100
nimehit.
lovely, very lovely subscribers. I love them so
Mimi,
much. I call them hotties. They're so lovely.
yeah, they are awesome. You know, they are
They're
the
my
ones who
hotties.
you, when you get ukiomoka utakuwa unawafanyia hivi. Let
Yeah,
it
toka
rain.
tunamoka pamoja.
Ah,
Tunamoka
so,
together. So give them advice. You're going together. But
okay,
the
she's a
with it,
different vibe.
but then your subscribers are also welcome. We can go on these trips together. Yeah.
Oh,
He
nilikuwa
will
nafikiria
invite
unataka
you.
kuambia kuniibia subscribers.
We share. We are different things in this world.
And then you share mine, share with me. I
I,
need
I, I will tell
subscribers.
them. I will tell them to subscribe because
I
you're
need
also a
subscribers.
vibe. You're fun.
Okay, so thank you so much. Remember, we are having a brand management. We are also having a brand management Nini by Warren International, social media and brand management. It will be
Yeah.
happening on Zoom. Zoom.
Today, right?
Zoom. Ubaya siwezi replace huyu msichana na hiyo logo. So ni sawa tu.
You wanna replace me with a logo? What?
No, I wanted to put the logo on your side
Put it down
so
there.
that they can see it.
No, no,
Look at
none
this one
replaces
wanting
me
to
for a
shine on
logo.
my.
What?
Ni sawa tu. Anywho,
Yeah,
it's
we'll be
time to
there.
log out. Remember to subscribe, click the notification button. It's Francis Wairimu. Remember, every single day it's a gift. Don't send it back unopened. I live by three
Oh,
rules.
okay.
If it doesn't make me happy, if it doesn't make me money, if it doesn't make me better, I make no time for it. Thank you so much. Hoti Shiko, you are
Yes,
awesome. Bye
you
bye.
too.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Cheers. And have a lovely
Okay.
time.
You
Uende
too.
home poa.
Thanks.
Sahii ni time ya kuhepa. Sahii umeangukia ududu, utafanya kazi venye umetoroka kazi one
No,
hour.
no, no.
One
I
hour,
always have
7
1 hour.
minutes.
I just always have 1 hour to myself.
Oh my goodness. 1 hour, 7. And you shared it with us. Oh, I feel honored. Oh my gosh. Thank
It
you.
was fun. Thank you for having me.
It was also fun. Okay, thank you. Bye
Okay.
bye.
Bye.
Bye.